Hi guys, welcome back to my live stream. Our time is 43:58, 11 o'clock, and we begin this moment, our study live stream, and we experience a lot of black and screen because they set it up for exam, and so what we do now is directly study, and I feel like a lot of bothering and maybe feel like very uncomfortable, and my privacy because of this place was be intervened, so to say, and I don't feel good. I don't think that is correct. We somehow need to keep distance with the neighbors because that yeah, that is not really somehow yeah. So what we do now is to study, and I'm gonna tell you guys recently when I opened the celeb dream what I experienced, like while the sleep time, and what happened on this desk. And the first thing is that is Professor Studo that he asked, he said that it's important to remember the live stream time, especially for the YouTube and for the this year's applications and etc. This first one places Professor Studo, and the second one is that camera, this kind of logogram. I don't know Logi. It's Logi that's shut down for several times. It is because of the heavy loaded examinations content. And this one who presented the institute's Chinese LIA and that class meeting, and which is kind of feel like they were studying because 6% in the exam that you can do anything. Yeah, actually, but like every time, if it is 6%, you always be perfect. And the 1%, like you always be perfect, absolutely. But the problem is that the whole exam was not just like 6 points or 10 points or 15 points whatsoever. And this camera goes dark, so I guess it's my right eyes. You can link that. You cannot link that. Actually, you cannot link that because I'm not a camera. Not the computer camera, so to say. And another problem is that kein, kein, kein Zugriff auf der Kamera because camera currently in another Anwendung, and this appeared twice. So the first one, I don't know which is which because the professor OD came that was just has come and to say that congratulations, and not just graduated, but as well as the following wrote and etc. But I mean the second one was the OD came, and he said that you don't know the accountings von oben links zu unten rechts or von unten rechts zu unten links. That is von oben links zu unten rechts. Okay, so then I was thinking, and so that before last few meters, family is still there, and they are saying that like, okay, whatever. That the important thing is which my current accommodation is all things need to be somehow arranged because I don't want to pay that much sole debt because the money amount the amount of payment already high. I don't think that I should last more so as I should, for example, and so that one thing, okay, that talk that the before last filmmakers talked was saying it will close the front, will close the live stream camera, login camera, and we say that we blame her that she does not open the door, and once she opened the door, and we're gonna use the glass and to make equivalent as the camera's plastic eyes. And that's just so fun and so funny because once they always want me to count the word water and how many drops what I used, and they want me to do that, and that's how amazing. And and the dark screen was three times, and I got three times dark screen. That exactly as the campus management that is our university grading system, which has three times dark screen means meet in my guys. And then I don't know why I just clicked the front camera, that a small embedment which by ODK actually. Recently, I have not used that for a long time, and then I found that they removed the limitless and the small camera that is webcam preview and can fast visit the website. It's exactly yesterday when the last student accommodation, the house manager is saying what's going on and etc. And he wants to determine the appointment, and even I have not said anything, and it is kind of jump the rights upon the tenants and directly to without asking their willingness and to do things not for them but from their point of view, not from their point of view but to forcefully to give this kind of appointment. So I personally don't know whether this kind of appointment gonna from which kind of university, and it could be that some university admission team that they are currently thinking and how can they define this kind of time period because the university Oscar break. But this kind of process was interrupted, and the yesterday that the house manager from the student apartment just converges into and directly said, if you don't own that, and we own that, and we own this, and so that so that he fast did send the email at morning like around around 10 o'clock and etc. I just wake up like I just wake up afterwards, like within after 1 hour and some. And I was also not knowing, like, if for example, like, is the Einwanderungsramt, and if, for example, they also want to give appointment, for example, or they could also potentially give appointment. And if, for example, like cost manager across his responsibility area and directly without considering their renters, the returners demands directly to say, okay, I give you appointment, but I don't know whether you accept that or not. And I extended the time period, but I can't use the university admission team and the the Einwanderungsamt from Leah because of the Bäckerei, indeed, not because of Bäckerei. So in this sense, I feel like devastating. And yes, they will come back, and I finally found that they doing this kind of thing. And then what else? So we still have yeah. Wait a moment. And then after three dark screen, that is the potential in our campus management. It's a grading system, and means that at least this kind of TR has second one cause. And if it is repeated many times of dark screen, then it's many causes. but I don't think that they can do that. So I kind of need to protect my system. I cannot just let them to do anything upon my university system, right? Because I invested a lot of money and energy time into it. I don't want them to, for example, like institute students, we have different pursuit degree, and afterwards they are just destroying and where you're so close, and after wear it and just destroy it and take your opportunity, take your potential to do their thing in do their exam in the institute. I don't want that thing happen actually. So I this happened last semester because they are using one institute Chinese and to pretend me and another one do the presentation as the China world economy, and using the PowerPoint from very old version, and to using 322 and to beaten me, so to say. And I was yeah yeah I was thinking, and they want to pretend first me and do things and do bad things and to returning the soul to me, and then finally we actually don't have chance. But last semester this kind of professor has recorded the chance, because I'm still not fully admitted. Actually, only the immatriculate, but the situation, the inner situation was kind of different, and you cannot direct using one. You need measurement in to judge student, judge me for judge student in our judge student in our. But I found like very funny, and at the examination, and they let me sit on the seats which that LIA city before, and then they want me to sit there and to just be that LIA, that another Chinese, and to change our position in a forcefully way, and so that was so devastating, because I don't want. I don't want to change my position with that LIA, the Chinese student at the institute. I don't mean OEI. And then finally the things going wrong, and I don't know what happened, and they using another similar like, and as well a little bit fat and the Chinese style and the Chinese, and they are kind of do this kind of transaction between the students, like within the three student, triple student, and don't let me know anything, but using this kind of trick to transaction between that LIA and another student apartment Chinese student, so to say. And so I feel like devastating, and the chance should be by institute, by LIA instead of me, and we still not have it, because the behavior experimental economics and the development economics and other courses and all have not added that, but they are using this way to hurt. So I must protect my university. I should protect my university system. So I won't let them to manipulate while I'm sleeping. And so another thing is they do one access. I think that is the problem from the development American economy. And I'm not the institute student, but recently, yeah, there is one institute who employed as the student assistant in the Postmaster like the faculty, and they are changing heavily with this kind of immigrant Chinese who based in Germany, and to interchange with me. Changed a lot actually from the winter semester till now. Is already almost over 6 months as in etc. I feel that is so great, because that kind of change, like using a cheap one to change the expensive one, that is quite doable. And then after we close the browser, and one window was jump out and to ask whether you want to recover the website, because the website is all closed. So you must all close that, and then you can reopen that. And so this all problem based on a MacBook actually, and I clicked points, and I heard Amanda saying that it's gegenseitig. So now they have more in airplanes. So they have more capability to destroy me, and but at the same time, and I also have more time to defend myself, to not to defend my to protect myself from those kind of from this kind of hate, from this kind of hate, from this kind of hatred, or this or digital destroy, like they are using some small tricks in order to take a big stake, and I won't let that happen, or they won't let that happen, at least the renting company, and they won't let that happen, like only open a fenster and you don't know how to open that above and the left. And then finally I opened it, I have not said anything, and it seems like every time I win I never said that I never said word. I just fast around because I gonna do the next deal, and but the problem is always that you know that the university group of people that they always like TRs, Chinese PhDs, and even the Professor Pseudo, they always like using small tricks and already happy to have them. Yeah, that's a problem. And another problem is that one hash F coming out, and remember me think yesterday they are yeah, I tip the Apple Store wrong, so I need to retip the password again. And another problem is that the Julia Cope, and does not matter. You need not screenshot it because you cannot not find the screenshot yet, and that is the hash F. And the hash F is transparent and it can also be bond and anything else like bond live, bond discussion and debate and etc. So in this sense, and so to say, we back to the forward step that we need close all the browsers, then we can open the site Livestream. Otherwise, camera gonna not open, not functioning. And so in this sense, the problem is only, and the problem is only how protect myself from their attack, from their destroy, because recently since before exam there's not much time left, and they have a lot of incentive, very high incentive inject into and to destroy me. So especially in this kind of a time period, I don't think that really I will somehow be destroyed, and this kind of logic will also not apply to anywhere else because yeah, once I do not go to university and they cannot use that to hurt me more. So now we still need to do one thing is that yesterday the Apple Store was proving the wrong password, and I so this made me wondering, and because I sometimes tip the right and they tell me that it's wrong. It is like the Marco style. It is like sometimes even I tip the correct password and the system saying that was wrong, and they want you to lose confidence, and they want you to not trust yourself. They want you to think something else, but it's actually correct. And so that is kind of a trick because they have more time now to design this kind of system and to destroy. So we must, I at least should protect myself from the teaching team and the professor side. Yeah, so we're gonna do another thing is Prüfungsvorschlagen, and Apple Store we need to retype the password Prüfung password，然后是 Apple Store. So in my study live stream, we're gonna speak three languages. One is English, my preferred YouTube live stream language, and the second one is Chinese ever when I feel like incompetent. The third one is German. German, my writing language is my academic language in my bachelor study, and so So mm, to open that timer, I feel like also now still my dumb and still be intensely beaten by my last meter. That is one private Wohnung, and that is one base in Spandau-Staaken area. And that is he and his family today still converging into the air of here, and I feel like devastating. And I told them, please just do not bother me, and I really do not want to host that many souls. And otherwise, there is problem about Beihang University. It's the Peking Flying University, and yesterday that Vermieter was we say that Hula said that he wants to the group of conscious of Peking Flying University, and they must bring that into there because they all like very well students and each other very smart and etc. from the good Chinese university instead of me like from the Chinese college, and so in a sense, what we're gonna do now, and afterwards, some restaurants happening just also converting too in the store, and linked with my hometown's new Wohnung, the third Wohnung, and their Wohnzimmer in Spandau, and in 2 seconds, and linked this door and have into it while I'm asleep. And how can we just tell it just clean them out and do things continually? Please just be a little bit quick, be a little fast. Okay, so OK，so 我们现在要做的事情，然后是再登录一下昨天的那个时间计时软件，然后这个计时软件上面呢，我们把密码给输错了，然后现在呢，我们要再登录一下。还是没有，然后说什么 Fehlgeschlagen kein früher Kauf gefunden，然后是那个 House Manager，或者再买一个 App 也可以。就有点慢。然后也就是说，这个就是28年，然后可以直接embedded into system，然后所以他们用的就是那个 ask for 了，对吧？所以我现在就不说话，因为我不想告诉他们我们这里的这个网络就不再是你们的那个软件的那个网络了。然后就是这种无止无尽的，然后等待，然后转的那个行动。 OK，so 我们现在弄好了，然后这个里面有一点错误，然后我们就 tolerate 一下，因为他们在那个就是 face apartment 的时候，他们可以做很多事情，然后在我的 devices 上面，然后因为他们的那个进入我 apartment 的时候会有一个授权的那个 process，然后所以他们就比如说可以就是操控一些操作控制一些小的软件，比如说像即时软件什么的，他们就可以怎么说呢？就是插入一些，就是他们就 embedded 一些这种呃 Apple 上面的一些提示的这个信息，然后比如说他们就会在瞬间，然后一秒几秒之内，然后就换掉。然后呢，就是我的那个，就是好像是阿尔巴尼亚同学，然后后来阿尔巴尼亚同学，我们已经就是不是非常好的关系了。然后，但是呢，就是上一次学校里面还安排我们在那个 Wittenberg 然后见了一面，然后就弄很尴尬。但是呢，我们现在就不说了，然后我们尽量的迅速解决问题。Let's go。 Let's go.天啊！So